Winter outfits. Ah yes, the middle of winter, the perfect time to finally upload my autumn-winter outfit video. Today I have many winter or colder outfits to share. I think there's like 20 something, maybe there's more, I can't remember the count. And then I will share with you my cold weather tips from a person who grew up in a country that does not snow, which is also a country that almost never reaches -Celsius weather unless you're in like the really high mountains or something. So there was a bit of a learning period for me when I first moved into New York, but not like I even go outside anyway. I had these really amazing plans to go outside and film everything outside and it didn't work. I filmed 2 outside and I'm like, this is not happening. So here's the glorious return of my shitty green screen. Yay! I know I've gotten a lot of comments on people asking for me to upload this, but I don't know. I don't have any excuse for me being so slow. Thank you for being very patient and waiting for this to come out at once. I really appreciate it. And before actually getting into it, I wanted to remind everyone that a lot of my clothes are vintage or secondhand, dead stock, you know, that kind of stuff. So it might not be possible to find the exact same thing, but worry not, I'll do my best to link things in the description box below or into a Google Drive link. I don't know, I'll see what happens. So please do check that out because it takes me a little time to collect everything and I do my best to find something that looks similar if it's unavailable to buy. And you can take a closer look at my shoes in my shoe video if you click up there. Yeah, I ended up buying more shoes, so maybe that needs to be updated. Yeah, but putting that aside, let's begin. Oh, why hello, this skirt comes with a slip, but I can't find where I put the slip, so ignore the fact that it is a bit naked looking. You're probably thinking, oh my gosh, Fernanda, why are you wearing such little clothing? Are you cold? Oh my gosh. It might be a little bit hard to tell in the video because of the shitty quality, but I am properly wearing fleece type underneath. It's a little bit dark for me, but from afar you can't tell, so I don't really care. In wintertime or cold weather, really, fleece tights are a gift from God. If you don't already own any, you really need to buy some. They even have the kind of styles where it looks like you're wearing 15 denier stockings, but actually there's fleece inside. They're very useful. And on top, underneath my shirt, I'm probably wearing Uniqlo's heat tech thing. You don't have to buy the specific branded ones, like the actual heat tech brands. You can easily wear thermals from whatever camping brand. I don't know what's out there anymore. Personally, I buy heat tech because I like the colors that they come in and also the cuts, because you can get the really high turtleneck style or you can get like a scoop neck. I think this material is called Lurex and I'm sort of really obsessed with it. And it is the kind of knit where it has glitter woven through it. But if you do buy it, make sure you're not buying the kinds that's really itchy because you're not gonna have a good time. I bought this as a matching 2-piece set, but the sizing is really off. The skirt is just big on me, so I've got a hidden pin in the waistband. I also did that thing that I used to do in high school where you roll your skirt to make it shorter. I wanted to make the hem of my skirt and the top of my boots just touch, so I just rolled it up a little bit, but then you can't see it, so yeah, I know people probably don't like these head things, so I'll just take that off. But here are some other head accessory options. By the way, you're gonna see a lot of these head thingies. I don't know what they're really called, because when it gets really cold, the inside of my ears get really frozen. In Australia, at least, it never really gets all that cold, maybe in the single digits at most. But then when I moved to New York and it snows, I've learned that the best way to stay warm is to make sure that your extremities are fully covered. That's including your ears, your toes, your fingertips, because your blood has to work hardest to reach those points, which means that they get cold fastest. This skirt is not a skirt. The best thing about these shorts that I didn't even know when I bought them is that there's an elastic in it, so you can choose how tight or how loose you want them to sit. I feel like this kind of dress cut is really easy to wear no matter what kind of season it is. So obviously when it's warmer you can just wear it as is. But now that it's cold, because the sleeves and the skirt are all very airy and loose, you can very easily layer things underneath. Depending on what kind of shoe you're wearing, you can't always wear the footed fleece tights. because it makes your shoes too tight to wear. So a way to get around that is to wear non-footed tights. And then I put socks on top to hide the really awkward ending of the tights. Generally, when it starts getting colder, I start wearing more loose clothing because you can layer things underneath. And I know someone's going to notice this, so I'm just going to say it out loud. I said that I stopped wearing platform shoes because I hated that it got really popular. But I can't help but still like them. So I caved and I bought a brogue pair. The best thing about platform shoes in the winter is that because you have so much height in the shoe, you are invincible against the snow. So this isn't actually for winter, but you know, autumn, it's close. I've been really obsessed with wearing patterned stockings and clashing patterns, but of course they're really hard to find at a price that isn't like $100. Aha, another pair of pattern tights. But the downside of winter opaque tights is that the color never really matches. It's okay, people can't tell from afar. In case you couldn't tell already, I wear this leather jacket so much. For the longest time, I've been searching up Vivienne Westwood tights on eBay, but they're so expensive. And I just really don't want to spend almost, $100 on stockings when they're going to rip anyway. Obviously, it's not the smartest idea to be wearing open-toed shoes in cold weather. But if you're like me and you're going to do that anyway, all you need to do is make sure to wear a really thick pair of socks underneath so your toes don't get too cold. And of course, if you're really cold, you can always buy those heat pack thingies, the ones where you shake and then it heats up really magically. They also have ones that are made for your shoes, which look like a regular shoe insole, but it actually heats up. Highly recommend, but be sure not to burn your feet. Or there are even brands out there that sell sheepskin or like fake fur insoles, and because the insert is fluffy, the inside of your shoes will be very nice and toasty. Much like a very specific brand, which turned out to not be Australian, what the hell. Also, by the way, if you own these shoes, the Vivienne Westwood Clompers, in a 38, 38.5 or a 39, hit me up, because I'll probably buy them off you. And more pattern tights. This time with boots. Yay, variation. I'm probably a bit of a weirdo for doing this, but this specific jacket, I believe, is supposed to emulate those sheepskin thingies where it's like one side is fluffy and the other side is just like regular. So sometimes I wear this jacket inside out, and I don't think anyone's really noticed when I've done that. So just an idea of what you can do. I have to point out that the necklace that I was wearing and what I am actually wearing at the moment, not the top one, the bottom one here, is by Tachibana Zakuten, which is like general store, like something like that my friend hand makes. And then she also made this Giorno Giovanna inspired one. She also takes customization requests, and if you have a specific length that you prefer, such as this one here, I wanted it to be shorter, she also does that. Yes. Oh yeah, there was also a time where I was really obsessed with wearing military clothes. I don't really know why, but I was. I definitely didn't buy these pants because they made me think of Diego. But if you follow JoJo and you haven't read part 7, you really need to read it because it's so ridiculously good. If you own boots that are knee-high and have a calf shaft that is wide enough, can I recommend that you try tucking your pants on the inside? Sometimes it's fun to change things up. This thing is like a woolen cocoon or even like a walking sleeping bag. When I'm lazy, besides wearing tracksuits or hoodies and those kinds of things, I just wear potato sack clothing, which this is a really great example of. You just look like you're wearing a rubbish bag. Much like how I said I wear the Uniqlo jacket inside out sometimes, this hat does the exact same thing. I just wear it whichever way depending on what I'm feeling that day. I thought that I could make this dress work by wearing other stuff underneath, but it just looks really naked and I didn't realize. So just let me cover that up with a very long cardigan. I really like oversized cardigans or oversized jackets because I think that having more so there is very cute. When the sleeves are too long and they cover your fingers, yeah, I like that. I don't know what possessed me, but I'm wearing the head thing the wrong way. So ignore that, by the way. It's not worn like that. It's worn like this to cover your ears. Wow, this outfit is so lazy. I don't even know why I'm putting it inside. I'm not really sure what this neck thing is supposed to be called, like a muffler thingy, but not exactly a scarf, but it acts the same as a scarf. And of course, if the zipper bothers you, just twist it to the other side. I guess I've sort of ended up starting to collect these Vivienne Westwood Loaded shirts. I don't know, I'm just really into asymmetrical cut things. Yeah, I've got this shirt in yellow and I've got it in this color, and I'm trying to find the other swivel colored shirts. I don't even have a comment on this look because this is actually how I dress when I'm outside. I don't know what else there is to say besides that I like this dress stuff. Of course, another thing that you can do when you're wearing these kinds of pants is to obviously wear fleece tights. And I'm really not going to stop talking about fleece tights because they're really life-changing. I think all of these pieces have shown up already, maybe not the pants, I can't remember exactly. I always try to buy things that I can mix and match, be it the color or the cut or whatever. Not everything that you buy has to be a statement piece. With those dress pants, slacks, whatever they're called, why don't you try out folding the hem? And then this is the perfect time to show off your socks if you have really fancy patterned socks. It wasn't really an exaggeration when I said that I've been collecting these headband things for a long time. Oh yeah, this dress is the same thing as what I'm wearing at the moment, except it's in black. And just in case you think that I'm cold, I'm properly wearing stuff underneath. It just looks really dumb from the back. But it's okay, if you're wearing a jacket, no one can see. I love you too. No, this is not sponsored, by the way. I just really like the brand.
And just in case Uniqlo ever wants to sponsor me, my email address is FERNTUBE22@gmail.com. Hit me up.
These shoes. I was looking online for them for a while because I decided not to buy them when they got released, and I felt the regret ever since. And then I found them, yeah! But I've been having a hard time trying to figure out how to wear them. I think these look better with my white sneakers. I think in my summer outfit video, I mentioned that I like wearing slip dresses because they're just easy to just put on and then wear whatever, and it looks cute. And then I do the same thing in winter, I just layer up other stuff. So goodbye to those and hello to my boots. I think this looks so much better. Oh yeah, this is a really good tip for people that don't like to wear those puffy jackets like me. A lot of brands have been coming out with these really lightly padded jackets, you know, like Uniqlo and their ultra light down, which I highly recommend. And with this method, it's really important that the jacket you're wearing on top of that is heavy so that it depuffs the puff jacket, if that makes sense. And what you want to make sure that you're doing is to button it in the back. That way the jacket doesn't open up in the wind. If that doesn't make sense, I think you'll be able to tell in the next outfit. So in this one, I'm doing the exact same thing where I wear the ultra light down jacket, but the layer that I'm wearing on top of that is much more thin and lightweight. And then button it in the back. If you compare the left picture to the right, you can see that the arms are so much more puffy. This is because the cardigan isn't heavy enough to weigh down the puff, so you end up with Michelin Man arms. case. In cases like this, you just have to deal with it, wear puffer jackets. I really like these pants, but these aren't suitable for the winter, so I'm wearing fleece type underneath. And this outfit is not it. I don't know, I sort of thought it would work. I even thought that, maybe if I show some of the whites in the wrist cuff, it would fix things, but no, it didn't. Off with that. And then it's another Vivian Westwood cardigan. And coincidentally, the colors match. This was definitely planned. Yeah, I definitely planned this out. I really need to stop wearing clashing patterns, but I will not be stopped. I thought that these shoes would work here, but it doesn't really. And once again, I'm wearing these shorter boots because the hem of the skirt and the top of the boots just meet, and that brings me a lot of satisfaction. When I bought this skirt, which is a puffer skirt by the way, it was advertised as being smaller, but when I actually got it, it was too big. I thought I could show you how I fixed that by putting on a belt and then tucking it in. And I find that there's a sweet spot when it comes to wearing a high-waisted skirt. There's also another sweet spot when it comes to wearing mini skirts, because the hem of the skirt is supposed to hit a very specific part of your thigh if you want to elongate your legs. I ended up putting on these other boots because I think the lacing works better with the laces of the stockings. Anyway, that's all for today. Hopefully some of these tips are useful, and thank you for watching, and also thank you very much for requesting this video, even though it took me a while to get it up. It's up now, so, and pretty much too long didn't watch. Buy yourself some fleece tights.